Hi, I'm Carlos Diaz, Library Associate at St. John the Baptist Parish Library, and this is a book talk. Today's book talk is Homeland Elegies, a novel by Ayad Akhtar, a deeply personal work about hope and identity in a nation coming apart at the seams. Homeland Elegies blends fact and fiction to tell an epic story of belonging and disposition in a world that 9/11 made. Part family drama and part social essay, part picturesque adventure, and at its heart, it's a story of a father, a son, and the country they both call home. Akhtar forges a new narrative voice to capture a country in which debt has ruined countless lives and our ideals have been sacrificed to the gods of finance, where a TV personality is president and immigrants live in fear, and where the nation's unhealed wounds of 9/11 wreak havoc around the world. Akhtar attempts to make sense of it all through the lens of a story about one family, from a heartland town in America to the palatial suites in Central Europe to guerrilla lookouts in the mountains of Afghanistan. And he spares no one, least of all himself, in the process. The themes involved here are belonging, nostalgia, disillusionment, dreams, and the power of wealth. And that's it. What we have here is a great story. But I caution that it's more than a story. It's a personal essay. The book is written that way. Very deeply personal essay by the author Ayad Akhtar. It's very faction where it's fact and fiction, and the lines are blurred. There's a lot of ambiguity. You don't know what's true. You don't know what's his version of the truth. So it's that genre of fiction that falls under nonfiction and fiction, so you get faction. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Um, Look, listen, it's not for everybody. I'll say that up front. The reason being is because since it's a personal essay, it's a lot of his opinion. It's told in a story format. He creates certain characters that are based on real people, or he embellishes so that it could fall within the parameters of fiction. Um, it's it's a challenging read because a lot of the since it is essay based, it kind of, there's a screed, there's lengthy pages of text after text after text in which there's no interruption of dialogue. There is dialogue and there is quotation marks, and that helps to advance the plot. But the plot is written a very personal essay format. There's about 10 chapters, and each chapter has a title. But when you read it, you get that view, you get that feel. And again, it's the author's personal views. So it can be very polarizing, and there is a lot of politics involved. He does use current political figures, and he uses a very critical eye with some of them. These political figures can be very polarizing. They are a part of the American landscape, and that American landscape is painted with broad brushstrokes. Talks about nostalgia and what nostalgia can mean sometimes, how people can live in denial, and the disillusionment of chasing your dreams, and how the American dream is quite elusive in this society, and then the attraction that power and wealth bring to you. If you have both in this society, in this capitalistic patriarchal society, power and wealth can be a very strong thing, and it's something that only the few elite can have. The criticism is very sharp on those issues about the disillusionment of dreams, the power of wealth, nostalgia, and a sense of belonging, which I think all of us long for a sense of belonging, but especially immigrants, because immigrants come to this country. I think my definition of an immigrant is um, someone who migrates because home is no longer home. And I think immigrants, when they come here to assimilate, they want to belong. And that's a difficult thing sometimes. From personal experience, I can tell you that. But again, this is a very good, strong read. It's a challenging read. I highly recommend it for those who want to challenge themselves in the stuff that they read. The book is available. We do have a print copy of the book. It's available for checkout at the Reserve Branch Library. We also have a copy that you can place. You can place a hold on it on Libby, which I like to plug Libby as always. With your library card, it's free there. So you've got the print and digital copies of this book. If you want to challenge yourself, you got a 4-day weekend coming up during the holidays, July, and then the dog days of summer, which is August. So if you want to challenge yourself, I highly recommend you to pick up a copy of this book. It's something that I think you will enjoy. Again, there's great books out there, and this one is definitely one of them. So again, the themes are belonging, nostalgia, disillusionment and dreams, and the power of wealth. So if you want a challenging read, like I've said, I think you'll be rewarded at the end. That you'll find that it's a powerful book that's in a great addition to the canon of American literature. Thank you very much. This is Carlos Diaz, and this is a book talk.